What? It's diabolical. You even said sorry.
What's your take on AI right now? There was a comment under there that got pinned, and the comment said, and it gave me goosebumps. You need to go to where you could become the pond itself. Hey D, you in Atlanta right now? We got Drake, at the State Farm tonight.
What are some of the sacrifices that you had to do being a father and managing like your career at the same time? My name is Zoom. Welcome to The Grind Theory, where hustle meets strategy. We invite winners into our circle. You are invited.
The power of AI. And she was talking about like music. I said, can I show you something real quick? This is Nivea. She's a recording artist as well, like really big and things like that. And I showed her this clip of this AI software called Suno AI, to where, I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. Have you guys ever heard of Suno AI? Oh yeah, y'all behind, man.
The one that runs the clips for you?
Nah, man. Let's record it. Were you recording this already? All right, cool. So we just go jump right into it, and then you can introduce it later. So Suno AI, right? I showed Nivea, like I said, yet again, this clip will be coming out soon. I showed Nivea, which is Lil Wayne's, mother of Lil Wayne's child, this clip. And she's a recording artist, if you don't know, really big deal, been around the world 4 or 5 times. She has several shows on Peacock. Shout out to Nivea, that's my sis. Love you to death. So the thing is, I showed her this clip of Suno AI. And if you don't know what Suno AI is, it's basically a music generator to where all you have to do is put in a prompt and it will create a beat, a song to any lyrics that you put in there in seconds.
So
seconds.
A cheat code.
Bro, like with people like me, like directors, I can't rap, y'all. Like I suck at rapping. I tried it.
He said,
I suck at rapping. I suck at rapping, right? So I tried to do the rapper thing. I just didn't have the cadence. I didn't have the voice. Like, we all know that there's a certain thing that, rappers can do that makes them special, right? But with me, I had great lyrics, right? Man, I put the lyrics into this Suno AI thing to create a song for like one of my films and my movies. Bro, the instant thought, I was like, yo, this is about to terrorize the music industry, because guess what? Like, I no longer need to hire an artist to make music for my movies or make music for anything I have going on, like beats or anything. Like, it makes you a custom beat. You can enter your lyrics and it'll do it for you. Now, even on the back end of that, I'm gonna tell you how fast this is moving, right? So will.i.am and Timberland, both are planning on signing their first AI artist. I believe Timberland already did it.
Signing like a computer.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Damn.
So I was telling on this podcast, right? I was telling Nivea that Timberland has a Twitch. He has a Twitch stream that he does. I believe he does it like every other day and things like that. I followed him and things like that. Shout out to Timberland. I love Timberland. And he has all these artists like calling in and they're like promo their songs, right? Now get this. This is where it gets good. A person, once they seen that Timberland, it was a post like talking about how Timberland plans on signing an AI artist, right? Now this is where it gets good. Y'all, I want y'all to hear this. There was a comment under there that got pinned, and the comment said, and it gave me goosebumps. It said that Timberland has been having artists call in there, rappers, singers, musicians, for about 2 years to do what? To train his AI artist. So just think about like.
It makes sense though.
Oof.
It like, bro, especially when it comes to the music industry, like their main thing is to sell.
Absolutely.
Sell the artists and stuff like that. But if you have something that it can just create an album in 2 minutes, or it's probably even less than that.
Less.
Like, I wouldn't even surprise. It wouldn't surprise me. But it's like, do you know how much more money they're gonna be able to make with AI compared to someone like me signing a deal and it takes me maybe a year to come out with an album or half that. The revenue with AI in just not even just the music industry, but just everywhere, it's just like taking over.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to give y'all that. But D-Ruff, if you want to introduce the show and things like that, we good to go, man. We good to go.
Yo. It's your boy Zoom. I got a special guest today, Mr. D Boogie Brown. go ahead and introduce yourself.
Let's do
Tell
it.
them what
Let's
you
do it, man. So first off, man, hey, Darrell, thank you for bringing me on the show. My name is D Boogie Brown. I'm a filmmaker, director, entrepreneur, tech founder. I do a little bit of everything. Originally from, California, moved to South Bend, between South Bend and Chicago. I've been doing this for about 20 years now, man. A lot of y'all know me through a lot of artists that I've worked with in the past. If you're from South Bend, I worked with, of course, like Wally West, October London, Benzo the Realist, things of that nature. And on a bigger scale, of course, like I've had an opportunity to work with names like, Lil Durk and things like that for concert promo. So been around the block, man. So, I've met D-Rail, man. And, my brother called me and was like, yo, come support my podcast. And look, all the way from the A. And I made it happen for my boy, man. You got to support your people.
My mama. Will we meet back in, 2017, right?
Oof, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's been that long, bro. That's when I thought I was a rapper. You know what I mean? But for what advice do you have for people, not just in our area, but just in general when it comes to a camera?
Good question. So, the first thing I would say is, and it all depends on which tier that you're in as far as in the camera world. So if you're a beginner just starting out, I'll say just start. Like, you don't need, the question I get asked the most is like, D, I'm trying to do this, and this. What camera do I need to buy?
Right.
I get so upset with that question.
He said I get upset with it.
I'm gonna tell you why, because and I know a lot of people think like, why are you upset that people are asking you about which camera they should buy? It's actually kind of disrespectful to ask like someone that's thriving, a director, a filmmaker that's been doing it for 15 plus years, like what type of camera. So it's almost like I take it like you think that a camera got me this far. It's not a camera.
Makes sense.
It's the research that I've put in. It's the long nights. It's the mistakes. It's the time that I didn't get a chance to go out and party and all that. Like, it's the work behind the camera.
The grind.
The grind, right. So shout out to the grind theory, right? So the thing is like, do you think that a camera did all of this? Like, I could have had a phone camera. My work ethic would have still got me here. Right. It's not a camera. It's just about creating. It's about learning. It's about growing. So the first question that you need to ask people is like, instead of like what camera to buy, it's like, hey, D, what's the best way I can learn how to practice this craft? Like, what's the best way to where, like, or even ask like, hey, D, offer them something. Like, I tell people, if you want like something like from someone, offer them something. Offer yourself first. Don't just ask people like, oh, because the thing is like, what do they owe you? And then people get mad when they leave you on red. Like, offer them something. If you want to, and I'm not just saying me, I'm saying this humbly, like to anyone that you want to be mentored by, come to them in a source of a favor first. Be like, yo, do you need anything? Can I come on set and just be eyes and ears and hands on set if you need anything? Like, that's how you need to approach it, instead of just be like, I want to just take this from you and run. I hate
that makes sense. No, yeah, that makes sense.
For sure. So the first advice I would say, just back to your question, is learning the craft. Study the craft. Study the history of the craft. If you want to be a director and you don't know who Alfred Hitchcock is, right?
I don't think
you don't know, right?
I know who that is.
But the thing is, directors out there, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, like I know who Alfred. If you don't know who, let's bring it even. Everybody knows who Steven Spielberg is, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I do know that name.
Right.
That's one name.
Exactly. So, like, you know the work and you know the movies, but if you don't know the directors, and you want to be a director, then that's just like somebody wanting to be a basketball player and they don't know who LeBron James is, or Michael Jordan, or Julius Erving. How you want to play basketball if you don't know who the greats are?
Right.
Study the craft first, right?
Yeah,
Study the craft. Sense. Yeah, so that's the first advice I would say for someone just starting out.
Who's the last person you worked with from South Bend?
I think it was ND 500, man. Like, as far as music videos, right? Or just in general?
Yeah, in general.
Yeah, it was ND 500. Like, I relocated to Atlanta, a very thriving, bigger city as far as in the film business and TV. So the only time I come back to do work is when, brothers like my brothers like Derail give me a call, like, you know what I mean? But other than that, like, I don't, because man, and this is a heavy topic because I don't come back to South Bend as much because it's like I have so much motion in Atlanta, right? Like I have so much going on with the people that I've always dreamed of working with, right? Like platinum artists, you know what I mean? Like the movie stars, it's hard for me to get away. So the thing is, it has to be called in from a favor. Cause most people that be like, yo, D, I got $200 for you to shoot a music video. And that was my prices when I first started, bro. That was
we're not there no more.
Yeah, we're not there no more. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because the flight alone, inflation, everything's high. Like you can't even get a flight from Atlanta to Chicago these days for under a couple $100. You know what I mean? So it just doesn't make sense. So the last one, man, was Indy 500. Shout out to him, man.
Do you see yourself like staying in Atlanta for good? As far as, like like you said, you do come back here for like your family and stuff like that. But is Atlanta somewhere you just like stuck? That's where you want to be at?
Ooh, that's a good one too. So the thing is, in my line of work, you have to kind of move where the market moves, right? So at one point, of course, Hollywood was the cream of the crop as far as filmmaking, right? Then it moved to Atlanta, right? Because you got Marvel movies, you got, Tyler Perry Studios, you got all these different things out there that's going on. But now that Marvel has taken its work across seas, like now Atlanta's been slowing down in the film industry. So now everybody's wondering, like, where is it going to go next? Now, a lot of people are thinking Charlotte, a lot of people are thinking Texas. So say, for instance, if there's opportunity in Texas to feed my family, then guess what? I'm going to Dallas.
Going to Texas.
Yeah, exactly. Like we live in a generation now where, bro, traveling is nothing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. So I'll uproot. I don't root myself in places. Like I as a creative, you have to be willing to constantly move, because as a creative, we are just naturally we love traveling. We love meeting people. We love meeting other creatives. So if, I'm a God-fearing person, if God calls me to, go to Texas, hey, let's go. I'm gone.
What are your goals for this year?
What are my goals for this year? Okay, so right now, currently, so one of my bigger goals for this year would be to release my app that I've been creating for about 5 years. So I've been dumping. I dumped in the last 5 years. I dumped about $100,000 into an app. Me and my business partner, and it's called Wandar. So in society, I seen a problem where, booking creatives is so much talking, bro. Like, and the thing is, I can say this. I built the app selfishly, right? So I've always had this thing to where, like, I just don't like the in between talking to a creative, like trying to figure out what's your rates, or even just opening dialogue, like, hey, what's up? My name is D, and they're like, hey, or they might not even respond or whatever. Then I'd be like, hey, I wanted to book you for this. I need a makeup artist. I need this for a set, and then they're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, like this is my rate, and I'd be like, okay, well, are you available this day? And they'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm available that day, but for how long? And I'd be like, yeah, for this long. And they'd be like, well, okay, so what are we looking for? And it's just like this spread out thing, right? So I created an app to where literally you can search for creatives in your community. So you will have all these creatives at your fingertips. So all I have to do is, say, for instance, I need a chef, a makeup artist, and a barber, and a photographer, behind the scenes photographer for a production I'm doing. All I have to do, get on the app, search photographer, boom, swipe up, go through all these profiles, see his rates, see his availability, and see his recent work. Boom, I'll be like, oh, I like this one. Boom, booked. Move on to the next one. Need a hairstyle. Oh, okay, yeah, she does really good hair. She does the style that I'm looking for. Okay, cool. She has availability this day. Boom, booked. Next one, chef. I need to feed my people. Okay, all right, cool. So he does shrimp scampies. All right, cool. I like that. Boom. All right, this is the price for it. Boom. All booked. I didn't have to talk to nobody.
Okay, I see.
So the thing is, like, I want to get that app out because I feel like we are now in an era to where the side hustle is going to become a main gig because AI is freeing up all our time right now.
Back to the AI.
Hey, I'm just saying,
We
man.
will be replaced one day.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love what AI is doing, man.
Who's one person that you looked up to when it comes to like film?
So I have several mentors, and some of my mentors, and this is crazy. This is a full circle moment, y'all. This is me being transparent. Like, so for those out there that's watching this, dreams do come true. You just have to work. Can we curse on this?
Yeah.
You have to work your ass off to reach your dreams. So one of my mentors currently, his name is Brian Barber. He's a filmmaker. He literally started what we know as like the rap crunk era. So he's done work with Ludacris. He's done work with Lil Jon, and he's most notably known for shooting records, music videos for the biggest rap group in history, which is Outkast. So his best friend is Andre 3K. But I used to look up to him as a child. Like, I used to be like, I wanted to be the director. I wanted to be close and do music videos for some of the biggest artists in the world. And come to find out, full circle moment, man. Like, I met him in Atlanta shooting. I directed a reality show for him, and he didn't know. You know how you can't be too fanned out. Like, you know, I got the set because I got hired through the assistant director. So I didn't even know it was his production, because when you work with famous people, I don't know if y'all know this, but they won't put the famous person, or, you know, they won't put their name on the call sheet, right?
Right.
So I didn't even know it was his show. So we pull up and he walks out this big house, and I'm like, that's Brian Barber. I'm like, this is crazy. And he's like, yo, what's up, man? I don't know if y'all know me. And I'm playing it off like,
Yeah, I know you, but I'm gonna be calm. We'll be calm.
You really him. So he takes me into his house, and he gives like me and the rest of the camera crew a tour of his house. He has platinum plaques all over. So he's worked with Destiny Child. He's like the real big deal. Of course, y'all that's watching, y'all know, but that's my mentor. And I always looked up to him. And now, like, I have, you know, an opportunity to work with him, and got some big things cooking, man. Got some big things cooking, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like me personally, like, I got a few like celebrities that I look up to, but like, to be around them, I feel like it'd be some like high energy. Like, I don't know if I could like keep myself calm enough. I'm gonna be honest, like, only because of the fact of, like, you know, that's just people that, like, normal people ain't around every day, and to like look up to somebody and then see them, I could only imagine that.
It's crazy. Now there is a caveat to that, right? Like, there is a caveat to that. It's meeting your idol and then finding out they're a shitty person.
What you mean?
So there's quite a few people I've worked with in the industry. I'm not gonna say any names, but I came to set and met them, right? Like, and these people, I'll tell you off camera, right? Mm-hmm. But these people, like, it happened quite a few times to where, like, I'm like, dang, I've been watching you ever since I was a kid. Like, you are big, you know, entertainer. And they're not great people. They're kind of like, yeah. You know what I mean? I hate that, man, because it ruins it for me.
It do.
It ruins
I know
it,
what you
man.
mean.
So like, that's why I'm sometimes afraid to meet people that, and I feel like you shouldn't idolize anybody, but I'm afraid to meet people that I respect their work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I have people, you know, that I want to meet still, that I want to work with in the industry, but it's just like, man, I don't want them to ruin my childhood, man. Like,
no, I feel
like, I watched all your movies, bro. Like, and I meet you, and you're just not a great person. It's a lot, man. So Keanu Reeves, I love The Matrix, is my favorite movies, bro. Please, I heard you're a great person, so please, just when I meet you, bro, just be nice to me, please.
Be nice. Yeah, no, I feel like character, like, you're, you know, who you are carries a lot of, especially, and no matter what you do, you know, I could be a baseball player
Absolutely.
and everybody love me, but then it's like I could be an asshole to everybody. Then,
Right.
you know, it kind of defeats the.
Yeah.
It's like, why? Ain't nobody gonna idolize you after that.
Facts, bro. Facts,
So
man.
probably is a good thing just to. I'll know you from a distance, you know, but um, how old were you when you first decided to like, this is what I want to do? I'm doing it.
With the filmmaking, I've always like had a creative itch for like just video making and splicing, splicing films. So, or even like, I feel like, you know, not to tell my age, like, but I feel like when I was younger, like, and my mom had this camcorder, man, with the tapes in it. Like, me and my friends, we used to record, like, this is when And1 was a thing. Like, I don't know if y'all know about And1, but And1 was a thing. So we used to make these basketball mixtapes, and I used to put it in Microsoft Movie Maker, right? Windows Movie Maker, excuse me. And I used to splice it up, and they were good for that time, but the thing is, like, I always took a joy to that. So I can say that it started when I was at a young age, but I didn't take it serious until about 2010. You know what I mean? Until like it wasn't until like I was back and forth between here and Chicago, and the drill scene was really picking up. So the first time I was in the studio, man, and mind you, like, I walked into this studio and it was like full of smoke. Shout out to Rex Rogan from South Bend, Bo Deal and all them. But we were out there doing a track, and I connected with the engineer. And the engineer was like, give me your contact, bro. Like, I want you to come film some stuff for an artist later in the week. And I was like, cool. So come back to South Bend. I go back up there with the engineer, and I walk in. It's like this room full of smoke. Come to find out, like, it's Chief Keef. Like, early Chief Keef.
Chief Sosa.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, early Chief Keef, man. Like, and I'm like, bro, this is crazy. But I didn't know how big he was going to get. Like, I was just a fly on the wall. Like, I'm just a cameraman recording for the engineer. But it was like, I was like, yeah, I want to do this. Like, this is dope. This is fun. Like, you know what I mean? So I come back to South Bend, and I go and invest in a camera. And this is when I was trying to be a rapper. So I invest in like a good camera from Walmart. So I went and got a photo camera, and I went and got a handy cam from Walmart, y'all. $300 started my career to now being a 6-figure business. Amazing, right? Invest, man. So you got to get started, man. So I went and invested, and I shot my first music video myself, right? It was called Wild Out. I took it down, but I still have it. If y'all want to see the video, like, the song was called Wild Out. Like, I just basically went around the city to the hypest parties. I had Famous Dex on there. I had all these other celebrities. I went to Chicago. Like, it was dope. It was a lot of fighting, and, you know, that's when I was wild and stuff. But the video went viral. So I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I just spliced it together of some of the hyper scenes and put my music over it. Shout out to my cousin too, Lil Tony. You know what I mean? He was on the song with me. And I put it out there on Facebook, and it went viral. Everybody was like, "Oh, I see me in here," and people were fighting. They was like, "Who's that fighting?" Somebody got busted over the head with a Grey Goose bottle.
Dang.
Like, yeah, it was crazy, bro. Like, I went to Michigan City Beach. I went all over, bro, and I just was shooting scenes from different parties and different functions, and it was crazy, D-Rail, because I didn't think like I could make money from it. So the video went viral, and my homeboy Ricky David hit me up and was like, "Yo, how much you charge to do a music video?" I was like, "Charge?" He was like, "Look, I'll pay you $200 to shoot my music video." I said, "I can get paid for this?" Like, I was like, "You will buy this?" I was like, "Bro, I just put these clips together." And ever since then, I've been on, bro.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah.
Now look at you. If there's any advice for people in your line of work in South Bend, or even just in general, anybody that's watching it, what would be your best advice for them?
Okay, let's start with South Bend.
Okay, let's start with South Bend. Let's start with
South Bend, man. I love South Bend, man. South Bend has done so much for me, the good, the bad, the ugly. And it's so crazy because with everything I learned from South Bend, like, I'm grateful because I took that out into the world. right? So whenever I go somewhere, like, you know, it could be LA, Miami, things like that. Like it's people out there that's never been to Indiana, right? Just let alone South Bend, right?
Yeah.
So I'll tell them, I'll be like, yeah, man, you know, a lot of my humble beginnings like started in South Bend. And they be like, where is that at? I'll be like, Notre Dame. They were like, oh, okay, all right, go Irish. You know, everybody knows Notre
Yeah.
Dame, right? Like Notre Dame is like, long story short, I was in Italy and I told people I was from Notre Dame, Indiana. They was like, oh, we know Notre Dame. So it's a big deal, right? So the thing is, I would tell South Bend people, and this is all subjective. This is just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on how big you're trying to be. Like, so if you are okay with, can we talk money on here too?
Yeah.
If you're okay with 6 figures, South Bend is good for that. You can make 6 figures in South Bend off of entertainment, right? It's very possible. But if you're talking M's, you gotta go.
Not happening, huh?
Not happening. Not happening. So the thing is, of course, like a lot of my colleagues, a lot of my people that's in the same field as me, shout out to Jimmy Ball, man, that's my brother. Shout out to Schools, Alexander Aperture. A lot of the GOATs of the film business, we all had to leave because there's a certain ceiling, right? It's just money, you know what I mean? But you have to surround yourself. You know, shout out to one of my old mentors. He said that he told me, I was in Chicago, and he was telling me, we had dinner downtown, and he was like, D, what do you want to do with your life? I was like, I want to be a millionaire film director. And he was like, you plan on doing that in South Bend? And I was like, why you say it like that? He was like, D, I'm gonna be honest with you. You can't catch fish on dry land. And I was like, bro, what does that mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, bro, just tell me straight.
Yeah.
And then he gave me another one. He was like, do you want to be a fish in a big pond? And I was like, yeah, I want to be a shark in the pond. He was like, that's the wrong answer. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, what, do I need to be a whale? He was like, still the wrong answer. He was like, you need to go to where you could become the pond itself. I said, okay. He was like, you have to go into the market. If you want to make millions, you want to be around people, you have to go where it's at. So and this is, like I said, subjective, but if you want to be huge and you want to be a star, you have to go where it's at. So if it's LA, if it's New York, you have to go. Like, social media does make it easier. Don't get me wrong. But the thing is, there's so much more opportunity. So imagine, my boy Comaine told me this. He was like, D, if you're great in South Bend, you're going to be greater everywhere else. Shout out to Comaine, man, OG rapper in South Bend. But it was like I had to go. And when I went to Atlanta, it was between LA, Houston, and Atlanta. Atlanta was the most affordable because LA, everybody know LA high. So the thing is, I went to LA and I'm talking about business instantly went boom. Like instantly. Like bigger stars, like being in the rooms, like you're getting a chance to meet these people, like face value, bro. Like, so if you want to be big, South Bend, anybody in South Bend that's dreaming big, you have to get out. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make money, right? Because I was making good money in South Bend, don't get me wrong. But it's like, if you want to be big, like I'm talking about colossal, you got to go.
Yeah,
like, you got to go where the influencers are. You have to go where the entertainment is. Because trust me, they're not going to call you all the time. They may fly you out a few times, but they're not going to call you all the time. You, like, sometimes opportunity presents itself so instantly to where they be like, hey, D, you in Atlanta right now? We got Drake, at the State Farm tonight.
Yeah.
Pull up. Now, if I'm in South Bend, I get that call. I can't make it to a private jet. Right?
Yeah, you done missed out, goddammit.
Right. And it's a million other videographers in the city that they would rather call. So you got to kind of go where it's at, for the opportunity.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, but that's just for people in South Bend that want to grow.
We're going to do some personal questions.
Let's
if that's
do it,
okay
man.
with you.
Yeah.
What does grind mean to you?
That's a good question, man. So grind for me is sacrifice. Like, people, when I think of the word grind, I think of the hardships. A lot of people get grind and success mixed up. Those are two totally different. They're polar opposites. You see what I'm saying? Grind is way over here.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So when I think of the word grind, I think of sacrifice. I think of blood, sweat, and tears. I think of late nights. I think of missing out on times with my daughter, missing times with my family, my friends. Like while my friends is out partying, getting drunk, and kicking it with all the pretty girls, like guess what? I'm doing what? I'm grinding. And they calling me like, bro, you need to be here. Nah, bro, I'm grinding. Because you're trying to achieve something. The grind is what's gonna get you there to achieve it, right? People think that working towards something is like glamorous. Bro, when you're building something like a brand, bro, it's ugly.
Oh,
It
yeah, for
is
sure.
ugly, bro. It is not a pretty thing. You're going to wake up some days where you just laying in bed looking at the ceiling like, bro, how am I about to make this happen?
Pissed off.
Right.
You might go broke doing this shit sometimes, you know what I mean?
Ah, bro, it's
Yeah,
the
nah, I
whole
feel
thing.
that.
That's grind, bro. That's the grind. You see what I'm saying? Like, I tell people be like, yeah, D, like, what would you? I was talking to a class in Atlanta college recently, beginning of this year, and one of the students asked me, was like, what would you advise as far as you know, and don't quote me on this, I have it on video, but what would you advise as far as like trying to get to that next level? And I told him, I was like, I wish failure on you, because the failure helps you learn, helps you experience. Like I tell people, fail forward. Like I wish trauma on you, because trauma psychologically is the only thing that can create that snap moment. So think about, even in your life or anybody out there, like think about your most traumatizing moment and that beast that it created after that. It's like, I could never, if you were homeless or something, you heard that seat get clicked back, you see what I'm saying? You had to sleep in your car. That's a traumatizing moment.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
after that, you was like, this could never happen again. And I'm willing to grind. I'm willing to hustle and do whatever to make sure this never happens again. If you ever seen your kids hungry and starving, like I like, daddy, why is the lights off or whatever? That's a traumatizing moment. So I wish trauma on people, because it creates that beast, that monster, that hustle, that grind, to where you be like, bro, I won't even sleep after this.
It's either gonna make you or it's gonna break you.
Absolutely.
Being a father, okay.
Mm-hmm.
How do you manage your time as far as like, or actually, let me reword it. What are
Well,
some of the sacrifices that you had to do being a father and managing like your career at the same time?
bro, this is and D-Rub, bro. These are all phenomenal questions, man, because I'm still battling with this, bro. Like this is a current pain point for me right now. So it's like, my daughter, man, thank God, man. You got a daughter, man.
Yeah,
Thank God.
I do.
Thank God they forgive us. Like
Bro,
they're
yeah.
so forgiving.
Very.
Like you see what I'm saying? They are the only people that love us for us. You
No,
see what
facts,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like even your girlfriend, your baby mama, your wife, or everybody else around you, they have to grow to love your daughter. Your kid genuinely loves you for you. So my daughter is so forgiving on like when daddy can't make something, or when daddy, has to go out and grind and go out and hustle. Like she understands it. But it also created, and this is what I love about this, right? It also created a entrepreneur in her, because now, like my daughter, she'll be 8 this year. She wants to go to set with me. She wants to help out. And I think that's the most beautiful thing, because I'm showing her, even though I'm not telling her that she has to be anything, I'm showing her entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Like daddy grinded, daddy is his own boss, daddy is making things happen, daddy employs people. And I think that's so beautiful, because they understand, they grow to understand. And these are the stories that they're gonna tell when they get on their own podcast. They're gonna be like, man, my dad D-Rel, he used to be
for sure.
interviewing, this person, that person. And then it's like all the connections we're able to give them. Because now your daughter, like, she gets older, your daughter gonna be like, Dad, I want to shoot a movie. I'm about to call D Boogie.
Yeah.
You see what
No,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
for
Like
sure.
you blessing your child. And of course with you, I'll be like, bro, D-Rail, I'm paying for the flight, bro. Tell her come on out here. I got a house set up for her. Like, let's put it together. So that's the beautiful thing about our kids being so forgiving, but I'm still dealing with the time management. I'm still dealing with it, bro. And I always just tell my daughter, just, it's not gonna be like this always. I'm grinding right now. I'm trying to build it like from scratch. Daddy didn't have no handouts. Like, I wasn't taught this. Like, so I'm learning everything. Like, I still be getting my ass whooped, bro. Like, I don't understand everything about like taxes and business and loans and all that stuff. Like, I have accountants, like, I have all these different people set up. But the thing is, bro, me and you were coming from similar backgrounds, bro. We coming from nothing, bro.
Yeah.
We didn't have people we didn't have like, entrepreneurs and rich, grandpas and all that. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, bro, like, to answer your question, man, I'm still getting my ass whipped on that, bro.
Really though, if you think about it though, in a sense, she sees the hard work, stuff like that. So it's like, I feel like it's teaching her something too.
Yeah, man.
And then it's like, it's also showing her like, okay, maybe at one point it might be her, when she's older, it might be the same way, when she has kids and she gonna have to step away or be away for so long and stuff like that. I feel like it's really a learning experience for him too.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And the thing is, we'll be able, at least we can say, D-Rail, when we get older, we'll be able to give them that cushion, because we already went through the sacrifices. So if our kids want a podcast, guess what I'm gonna call my boy Aaron, right? Yeah, I'm gonna call Aaron. Like, those cushions help, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Just like how you were talking about the tax thing. Like, we can tell our kids that, bro, so they won't have to work as hard, bro. Like,
yeah,
that's the beautiful part about it, man. Like, so we just going through it. We taking on the beast, man. So just keep pushing, bro.
What's your favorite food?
Ooh. All right. So favorite food is pasta, man. Like, I tell people, man, I'm a black Italian, bro.
He said I'm a black Italian.
So like, bro, I love pasta. I love sauce, bro. Like, so if you're talking like, bro, like, this is a gym for South Bend, man. So if you're talking places like, what's the one place? Fazoli's, bro. Yeah, I love Fazoli's, man. Like, when I was living in South Bend, like, I used to treat myself to Fazoli's at least once a week, right? Like, so I'll work my butt off, and I'll treat myself to Fazoli's, bro. I love anything pasta. I love all types of pastas. I just recently slowed down on the pizza.
I'll slow down. Slow down just a little bit.
Oh man, so the thing is, man, I think it's just the sauce, bro. Like, it's the sauce, man. But
pizza is good though. I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, I could eat pizza every day.
I used to.
Like, that's just one food that I ain't never been tired of.
Oh, jeez, man.
Same with spaghetti though too.
Spaghetti, the pastas, bro. Like, it's fire, man. What about you though? What's your favorite?
Man, I'm a cereal head. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I probably eat like 3-4 bowls a day, for real. Actively.
Look,
3-4 a day.
So, okay, let me ask you this. Do you pour the milk first or the cereal?
The cereal.
Okay, cool.
Cereal.
You know some people that put ice in their milk too?
Ice?
Ice, bro. They need to have their milk cold. Some people be like,
I have seen people do it like in a cup, like like a normal glass of milk.
That's so weird to me, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I have seen people do it though.
Yeah.
It's like more, to me, it gives me like watered down milk vibes. But
right, exactly.
Yeah,
bro. I'll be like, okay. So even with cereal, what's your favorite cereal?
That's hard. I actually got three. I got the cookies and the little mini cookies. What are they? It's cookies something. Cookies and
I can't remember the name.
Tricks.
Yeah,
Tricks is fire. And then the yellow. They look like little
golden. Not golden puff. Is it
the yellow? They're yellow. They're like Pops or something like that.
Yeah, the pop. I think it's
Kellogg's Pops. Isn't that what it is?
Like Pop.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's probably like my top.
Okay, so you don't even like the marshmallow cereals and like that. Okay.
Nope,
cool.
I don't like no marshmallows and nothing like that.
Yeah.
Would you rather be rich or famous?
Mm, most definitely rich, man. Like, we behind the scenes people, bro. Like that's another reason why I chose directing. And being famous, being famous in today's generation, I will say is way more beneficial than back in the day. Because if you're any type of CEO, you have to put out some type of content because I don't want to go off on a tangent on this because this is what even made me step in front of the camera as of recently. Like my a few of my mentors was like, D, you got to step out in front of the camera. And my mentors are older gentlemen, so they're like, y'all generation is different
Mhm.
to where people are not no longer investing in just a brand, they're investing now in an individual. So it's different. So the thing is, like, I have to find a space to where I can do both, right? But I hate being in front of the camera. I hate being famous. I like to be normal, bro. Like I don't like the clout that the clout chasing metrics. I feel like to be famous, you gotta be just a little bit phony, bro.
You
Like
do.
you do, bro.
You
It's like a
definitely do.
phony. It's like you gotta be around people when you're not feeling it. You gotta do all these different antics. I hate doing TikTok dances. Shout out to everybody that does it. But like I hate doing that stuff, bro.
No,
Like, I like to sit back and enjoy my peace, bro. Like I'm really a loner for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like what Elon Musk say, shout out to Elon, man. I can't, that's one of the people I want to meet too. But Elon Musk said, he was like, I sleep alone sometimes, but it's not because, I have to, it's because, that's what I like to do. And he was like, to be honest, it's chaos in my mind. Because that's me. I feel like that's you too. You can relate. Like
yeah,
sometimes the
yeah.
chaos in our mind to where we love people, our friends so much, we would rather them be away when we have like these storms in our head. So I'll be telling people, I like, bro, give me a day.
Yeah, like
You
there's
know,
there's this thing I go by. It's like I'm not lonely. I just choose to be alone.
same.
Um, and it's sometimes it's better that way because, like you say, so much up here.
Facts.
You
And
know.
then we don't want to lash out at the wrong people.
Yeah.
Like I tell people that all the time, and I be having, bro, sometimes, bro, don't you hate when you have to like somebody will catch a stray and you be like, dang, I
Yeah.
shouldn't have
It
said that.
happens.
Like it happens. Like you didn't
It
have a
definitely
long day,
happens.
like a lot has happened. And I'm that type of person to where I'll call that person up and be like, man, hey bro, hey sis, hey babe, whatever it is. Like I'll be like, man, let's go out for drinks.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry.
my it,
I'm
it won't
sorry.
even be I'm sorry, but because the thing is, bro, I don't say sorry anymore because it's me. It's life.
Yeah.
But it's more like I'm gonna try to do better. Cause you only can say sorry so many
No,
times.
yeah,
Right.
facts.
So I don't say sorry anymore. I'll be like, look, I'm gonna get better. Like I'm getting better at containing and understanding myself. So I would say give me grace instead of I'm sorry. Give me grace. Be patient with me. Cause sorry, bro, people will smack you in the face these days and be like, sorry, and think that's cool.
No,
I'm be like, bro, you just smacked me, bro.
you so right though.
Yeah,
I ain't
man.
gonna lie.
Sorry don't mean nothing, man.
I'm gonna start saying it. I'm gonna start saying it,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Because you so right, bro.
Yeah, bro. Give
I
me
done seen
grace.
so many situations to where it's like, sorry, don't even cut. What? It's diabolical. You even said sorry. Like that's gonna help any of this. Like you just rear-ended my car, but you sorry.
Sorry,
Like,
right.
I feel that.
Nah,
I never
bro.
really looked at it like that,
Nah,
man.
bro. Yeah, I don't say sorry. I don't apologize anymore, man. Like it doesn't hold any weight, man. I do want to ask you a question.
Okay, yeah.
What's your take on AI right now?
AI. I believe that they're gonna erase all the humans. I'm not gonna have a job. They're gonna take over my RV. I don't know, man. I just think AI is just so. What's his name? Elon, I think.
Yeah, Elon
Elon's
Musk.
the
Yeah.
one that says that AI is gonna be the reason that the world ends. I don't know if that's
Mm.
exactly how he said it, but he was telling people to stop investing in it.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. So of course we all heard Mark Zuckerberg. He just invested like 14, 15 billion in acquiring another AI company. Like that type of money, bro, they know something. Like it's the money is being spent up so fast. Like everything is moving so fast in AI with Open AI and Sam Altman and all of them. Like I think that if anybody out there watching, and I'll say this to you as well, bro, um, get into AI like now. And I'm talking about get into it like your life depended on it because it really does.
Wh-
Like
when you say get into it, what do you mean as far as like?
research it, read into it, figure out like your lane. AI, there's an AI agent for every industry. Every industry. And if you're familiar with AI agents, they are basically AI that you can prompt them to not only give you an answer, but they will also execute the task. So imagine a AI to where you're like, hey, AI, I want to go on a trip with my daughter to Miami. That AI will go through all the sites, figure out what's the best rates for flights, hotels, rental cars, figure out different things, different resorts, and it'll use your information, book it, everything, and all you got to do is get on the flight. And I'm talking about full blown assistant work. Like
That's crazy.
it's getting crazy out here, bro. Like so the thing is, even with autonomous vehicles, man, like self-driving cars, like I tell people all the time, like people were like, and this is my deep mind. I love y'all. Don't take this the wrong way when I say this. So when people come to me and they be like, "Yo, D, I just got my truck driver's license. I'm about to start driving semis." I be like, "Man, bro, yeah, that's good." And they be like, "Bro, what, bro? You ain't happy for me?" I be like, "Nah, I'm ecstatic for you, but that industry will be gone soon."
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, they're gonna have self-driving trucks. Once they figure that out, and they train all their AI because they have trucks right now that's driving around the country with no driver, training the AI on the motion of the road and the algorithm of other drivers. So the thing is that industry will be gone soon. So it's more like figuring out how to invest in AI. Like get you a team, learn coding, like the basics of coding.
Mm.
I wouldn't even say learning because now there's AI that code. You know what I mean? So the thing is, like I tell people, like, bro, get into it. And I know it sounds so cliche because everybody's talking about it, but bro, it's about to get ugly really fast, like really fast. So, man, my take on AI, bro, is just like I love talking about it, but it's so uncertain for the future, bro. Like it's so uncertain. So I'm gonna tell you the key, right? I think the key to being in a AI forward generation that we're in currently, how to win is productivity. So as productive, like how we're sitting here and we're creating content, because the content is gold,
Mm-hmm.
right? So being productive with AI. I tell people look at AI as not, oh, this thing I don't want to learn, or I'm not ready for it, or even this thing that I'm gonna do it here and there when I want to. Look at it as your business partner. Get up every day and learn one new thing about AI and how to use it and make your life easier. So even with this podcast, and I'm gonna end it here because I can talk. That could be his own episode, right? Like,
Whole
so,
episode.
so even with this podcast, right? So there's an AI that can literally you put this whole show in there in Adobe Premiere and it'll edit the whole show for you. Yeah, it's crazy,
That's
right?
crazy.
It's crazy, right? Like so that eliminates the editor. So you can literally do it yourself. Like that's how fast it's moving and that's the direction that it's going. It'll literally line up everything. And somebody told me that and I lost a client. You see what I'm
Due
saying?
to it.
Yeah.
That's
Like this
crazy.
client was paying me for years to edit their podcast content. And he was like, D, and they were excited about it, of course, because they saving money, but they was like, bro, I just put it in this in the timeline and it edited everything. And I was like, dang, that's a couple $100 gone. That I was paying someone else to do it. And now I don't even have that editor anymore. I was like, bro, figure out your way. But that's in every industry, bro. It's gonna be one of those things. And I'm also rebranding. So I'm about to, and this is exclusive on D Boogie South Bend. This is exclusive. So I'm about to rebrand. So I'm actually gonna be dropping the Boogie from my name, and I'm about to start going by 4 Eyes. Yeah,
4 eyes.
4 Eyes. Yeah. So it's gonna be 4 and 4 Eyes with a Z at the end. because I want to get so far in depth into tech. So the tech is the future. It's no longer like D Boogie was the director, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's different now. So they have all these different tools in Hollywood, and you can write scripts. You can write a 200-page script with AI in minutes, bro. It's ugly out here, kids. So, like, so I'm about to rebrand, man. Like I'm about to rebrand. So it's it's a different world we live in, but we just got to change with it, man, and just learn it as fast as we can.
So I know you run your own podcast out in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I have a podcast called Creative Chronicles, man, and Creative Chronicles. Like, I love creatives, man. Like, I created, like I said, my app Wandar, for the creatives, and the thing is, like, I love creative journey, bro. Like, I love storytelling. So it's like creatives like ourselves, like, and I don't know if you had a chance to tell people your creative journey, like all the stuff we used to go through in the music videos and stuff.
I really haven't. Nope.
Oh, bro, but that's what the show is for, bro. Because imagine, like, I'm just sitting down, I'm talking to you, and a lot of people are like, dang, he went through all of that. And you know what I mean? Like, during still shooting music videos and he's still here. I think that's amazing, bro. So the thing is, man, I started this this podcast called Creative Chronicles, man, to where I get one-on-one with the creative, and I just hear out their journey, man. And like I said, it's so enlightening because on the back end of the show, I have a segment called Dropping Gems, to where the creative, like whoever I'm interviewing, gives like little tips and tricks, like on how they came so far or how to make things easier. So say for instance, you're a barber. Like, the barber will be like, yeah, man, this is how you start out with being a barber, but you need this, this, and this, and it's giving that light to those out there that want to be like these barbers, you know what I mean? Because some barbers make millions of dollars, right?
Yeah.
So of course, if I'm starting out as a barber, I want to make $1 million too. So how did he do it? And also as well, like I have a lot of the creatives, if they have what I would consider creative mediums, like say for instance, let's use the barber as an example again. Like if the barber comes on the show and I'll tell him to bring his clippers. I'll be like, what are you currently cutting with to get that fresh taper? You know what I mean? And he'll bring, like my last barber, shout out to Rich Hair. He from South Bend too, man. Like big deal, bro. So he brought his whole case. He had this golden case and he opened it up. He's showing like these $500 clippers and stuff. I didn't even know clippers cost that much.
Yeah, me neither.
Right?
$500,
bro. Like he had like some scissors. Like that was like $250. I was like, I said, bro, I should have swore you could go to Family Dollar and get some scissors for $1. Like, he had like some scissors.
Boy, invested, huh?
Bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but it's a great show, man. D-Rel, of course, I need to have you on the show, man. So whenever you're in Atlanta, bro, definitely pull up, bro.
I definitely got to get out there.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, I've been meaning to get out there, bro, but it's just,
bro, come out there, man. I got a car for you, bro. As soon as you touch down, bro, you ain't gotta worry about nothing, bro. Pull up.
So we're gonna definitely have to get that lined up
for
soon,
sure, man.
Sure.
Let me know, bro.
Is there anything like you want to talk about before we end the show, or?
So I think the last thing is, man, I just want to give you your flowers, man. Like, I've been knowing you for years now, man. Like you said, since 2017, man. And I know a lot of the ups and downs that you've been through, man. But I want to tell you, bro, keep going. Like, I'm gonna say this humbly, bro. Like, I'm very, very selective on platforms that I be a part of. You see what I'm saying? And I do want to just make notice, like, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, I'm proud of you. I'm here because I'm proud of you. Like, people ask me all the time, like, D, come be a part of this and that. And it ain't even a money thing. Just, right. I just want to support those that always supported me. And that's also, like, I know you always had this fire inside of you. I know we were talking off camera about, you getting in front of the camera. Remember, I used to do the same thing. Like, I used to be like, D-Rel, bro, drop an album, drop the song. You'd be like, yeah, I might drop it Friday. But you would never drop the song, right? Like, you always had that fire and that glow about you. So the thing is, bro, just keep going, bro. Like, keep going, man. It's going to be hard, bro.
Like, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
for real.
Man. Yeah, man. Take those ass whoopings, man. Like, like life will whoop your ass, bro. But just keep going, man. What Rocky say, man? It's not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about how many times you get up, bro.
And really, that's really kind of why I started this, because like I've always been at behind the scenes. So it's like I'm gonna challenge myself to get in front of it.
Absolutely,
you
bro.
know. to be the main person that's on camera,
Absolutely.
stuff like that. So this is like 2025. That's one thing that
Mhm.
I'm gonna definitely do.
Yeah, man. Let's
Doing
get
it.
to it, bro. Like I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for this podcast, man. I can't wait to see where it goes. And I know that we were talking about like reaching that 100th episode, man. So have 100 in your mind, bro. Like have
It's locked
100.
in now.
Yeah, man. Have 100, bro, because you will not be where you are now by the time you get to 100, bro. Like you gonna have a studio, like just gotta keep going. Like the money's gonna come in, like monetization, like learn too, bro. Like I said, have AI as your partner.
He said, let's get back to that AI.
Yeah, bro. Like AI
Yeah.
needs to be your business partner, bro. Like I tell people, bro, I talk to Chat every day. I be like, Chat, what up? Like, Chat, man, my AI talks like how I talk. It's so crazy, bro.
You be using ChatGPT?
Man, I use a few different ones. So I'm using not to get too technical, but I'm using Gemini and I use Claude as well. But for pictures and things like that and video production, I'm using Mid Journey and OpenAI. Like for say for instance, if I need a graphic done, bro, because graphic designers are cooked. Like they're cooked, bro. Like bro, I haven't called my graphic designer in like 6 months. Like bro, you need any work? I'm like, nah, I'm good.
There's that's kind of how I made the logo for a lot of my stuff is ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Hey, do this style, this color, this theme. Boom.
Just like that. Ain't gotta pay
that
nobody,
quick, bro.
Yikes. Yeah, graphic designers are cooked, man. But I still use like my graphic designer every once in a while, but I'll say in the next year or so it'll be done.
It's over with.
Yeah, it's done for them, man. So, but it's attacking every industry, man. It's not even so much attacking; it's more or less. I look at AI as something to where it could be beautiful if you let it, right? If you let it be beautiful, you could push out so much more, and it gives you also as well that freedom and that time. So say for instance, a podcast that I just filmed a couple days ago, like I don't have to, if the podcast is an hour and a half long, I don't have to sit there for 3 hours cutting the podcast. Now I do it through AI, and I'm in the living room watching, Elsa. You know what I mean? and kids movies with my daughter now. Like instead of me locked in trying to edit this, like so I just freed up 3.5, 4 hours of my time. And that's the beautiful part about AI, man. So I used to be the person that was like, that's cat, bro. Like that's some BS. But now I'm like, I see the vision.
The world's changing. You gotta change with it,
bro. This is the new .com era, man. Like, so I say get into it, man. Those out there, man. I know, down the line, people are gonna come back to this interview like, bros.
He was right.
Talk. Yeah, man.
So if y'all wondering, you better listen to him. Tap in with the AI.
I done seen it, bro. Like I'm in there, bro. So it's like even the corporate giants, even your biggest influencers, streaming is real big right now. So even they know, like, it's about to be up, bro. So I got so many different, like, it's crazy because I hear all the behind the scenes stuff, like that these mastermind influencers, the ones with millions of views, right? Their management team and what they're talking about for the future, bro. They got some stuff cooking. Like, and I'll tell you off camera because I don't want them to come after me like, bro, you telling our secrets and our little gimmicks and stuff. So, but I'll tell you off camera, bro, what they plan on doing. Bro.
It was a pleasure having you on the show, all the way from Atlanta.
Hey.
That wraps up episode 3.
Hey.
We'll have an episode every Friday. It's your boy Zoom, and I'm out.